Hey, what's going on guys, LSX here, and with me today is Mickey CTX, and yeah, we're doing sort of a dual com or an interview. We're going to talk about what does it take to go YouTube full-time, or what does it take to make YouTube as your job. So Mickey, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Mickey CTX, and like LSX said, I'm a friend of his. Met about a month and a half ago almost, and basically my channel is basically just laid back commentaries on Call of Duty, and just basically, gamer here. I'm just here to entertain you guys.
Alright, so the first question that I'm gonna ask you is, when you start your YouTube channel and you slowly start to build your audience, people are gonna notice that you have some sort of character that's different from the others, obviously. And should you like hide your real personality at first, or should you, be yourself from the start and not trying to be someone else, not trying to fake it?
Well, basically, like whenever you're starting off YouTube, the very beginning stages of a YouTube channel is you're kind of like getting to know yourself. So you're building character like as you go, and the more you're like with other YouTubers, like you're watching other YouTubers, it kind of adds to your personality. But people are usually want to like subscribe to you, or not usually, but they always subscribe to you because they could either relate to you or because they like you, So those two things like really matter. So in the very beginning, you have to like give yourself out and understand who you are, and then later on you could kind of add to that character, and that kind of builds who you are as a producer, as a content creator later on. So that's kind of what I've been doing so far, and what most YouTubers do.
Yeah, I've noticed that your videos are entertaining. Actually, I've watched some of them, and you tend to talk about a lot of interesting topics. For example, the girl topics, which I'm pretty sure we all have some girl problems here and there. And the next question that I want to ask you is, about the fan base. How do you build a fan base? How can one channel make their own audience?
Well, fan base, it takes its time, man. Like, of course, you know more than anyone. It takes time to get your stuff known, and especially when you're first starting YouTube, it takes a long time, especially now with the new layouts, and there's so many people that want to be a YouTube commentator, and just so many people that are doing this, that you have to separate yourself from the rest. So you build your fan base based on your content that you're making on your channel. Like, if you're good at trolling people, then you make something different. If you're good at commentating, then you talk about something different than someone else. And the more you're comfortable with the mic, it's like you're becoming one with the mic. You'll get more fan base. So that's really how your fan base are relating to who you are. And little by little, it just starts going from 1 to 10 to 50 and then to 100, and then you reach that milestone of 1,000, and that's usually like the milestone that a lot of people want to reach. And then after that, you just start, hopefully you can keep going up. But it's really hard, and it's really the survival of the fittest. If you can survive the bad times, then the people that make it like White Boy 7th Street and the big huge YouTubers, they make it because they're consistent with their stuff. So you have to post every day, or at least try to post as much as you can throughout the week, so people can keep coming back to you.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, you can't build a fan base overnight, obviously. You need to spend some time, effort, make good content, and most of the fan base will come to you, actually. I remember, listening to a lot of commentaries saying that the more subscribers you have, the bigger your fan base will be. It isn't really the case most of the times. I see a lot of channels that have 2 million subscribers. Actually, there are not a lot of channels that have 2 million subscribers, but have, let's just say, close to 1 million subscribers, and most of their fan base are like 1/10 of those. So the rest of them are not actually fan base. They are viewers that only watch the videos because they have randomly stumbled upon it, or maybe someone else has sent them there. And the next real big thing that I want to talk about is advertising yourself, and that's probably one of the most important things about your channel. If you manage to advertise yourself properly, you're gonna get a lot more subscribers than you would get without advertising. So what's your thoughts on that? How do you advertise yourself?
Well, you have to brand yourself, and branding is for the younger subscribers. With a brand, when you brand yourself, it's like, whenever you're buying food and they're selling their product, like the box looks really bright, and the pizza box, if you're buying a pizza box, looks really delicious through, because you got to remember, if you're buying a pizza box in a frozen aisle section, there's a ton of other competitors, and we usually go by the one we know the best, or the best looking one through the picture. and that's how we shop as consumers. So YouTubers are no different. So whenever you want to promote yourself, you want to brand yourself, you have to really have that character. And it takes time. You just don't pick up a mic and just say, hey, my name is Mickey CTX and I can do this, and that. It took me a long time, actually, till maybe about 5 months ago, I really started getting comfortable around the mic. And I've been doing this almost a year. I posted almost a year ago, my first time, and then little by little, you just get comfortable because you have to not feel weird around the mic, and you have to understand that people in your house might listen to you, and that shouldn't even matter. You should still make your content no matter what, and that's really the secret. You have to make your brand within your channel. So for example, like me, I started off with YouTubing. Like when I started my channel, I kind of was, I guess I was copying too much in the very beginning. Like I'm talking about like the first month, and then I didn't know what to do, and that's the very first month, and then little by little I kind of understood that whenever I go with my friends to like a bar or I go out to a party, I'm not talking about like what White Boy 7th Street says. And I figured, what, if I talk about what I want to talk about, my friends like to hear what I'm saying, or I have the personality, well, I should talk about like that in my commentaries. And right when I started doing that little by little, it created my fan base. And now I'm to 7,000 plus subscribers. It's not like a huge amount, but I do have a lot of good subscribers that keep, they stay very active in my videos. So that's kind of how you start your branding.
Yeah, branding is probably one of the most important things when it comes to starting a YouTube channel. Not just a YouTube channel, but let's just say you have a Twitter account and Facebook account, and in order for people to find you easily, you're gonna have to keep the same name on every network you're on Twitter or on Facebook or on YouTube. For example, I'm LSX on YouTube. I got the XXLSXXX obviously because LS6 was taken, so I tend to put the same username in Twitter and Facebook, so when people search for me, they can find it easily. Also, I tend to post the same picture on the YouTube channel. Is the same on my Twitter and my Facebook, so yeah, people can easily find you and recognize you. So that's branding. And the next thing that I want to talk about is more about the originality and copying, because there has been a lot of drama on YouTube lately about someone copying someone else. There hasn't been much of an original content lately. I mean, do you think that originality is a must for a new channel? Or
no, heck no. You don't want to like. And if I sound, I'm sorry, before I continue, you guys that are hearing me cough in the background, I have allergies, so don't mind my allergies. But anyways, yeah, you have to have originality. Like I said, there's no such thing as 100% original. I don't care who you are. The biggest YouTubers, even Freddie, has gotten people from like Steven Spielberg ideas, and I mean, there's no such thing as 100% original, but there is such thing as copying someone. You could get stuff from people that you watch and kind of make it your own, and that's what I did, and that's what you did, and that's what usually every YouTuber does. What we do in YouTube is that we feed off each other. So I'm watching someone's video, and I'm like, man, you know what? That was a good idea. I didn't even think about that. And then I use that on mine, and then I kind of mix it a little bit, and then it's no longer what that person has done. It's it's what you're doing now. But as long as it's 100% not that person, and you're doing it how you're doing it, then it's nothing wrong with that. Like, no one can criticize any other YouTuber that's doing trolling, because no one invented trolling. You can't just say this guy here invented it, so you can't do it. Commentating, Hutch started commentating years ago, and that means we're all copying him.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter as long as you do it on your own. So that's the important.
Yeah, I mean, you can never be 100% original, but you can always try not to copy someone too much. I mean, remember what happened to Raw Instinct, like, a few months ago. He tried to copy a lot of Tim Martin's videos and a lot of other YouTubers, but he got actually pretty, big with that. So that kind of bothers me sometimes, but, I get it. He got down, like, he doesn't make videos anymore, or does he? I don't know, I'm not sure about that. And that's most of the questions that I want to cover up in this commentary. Hopefully, if some of you guys are gonna start a YouTube channel, make sure you know these things, that have your name across every network. Try to make content that's not exactly copying someone else, and you'll be fine. Just be yourself. And yeah, that's most of the questions that I want to cover up in this commentary. If you guys want to go check Mickey, there will be a link in the description and an annotation right now. So see you guys next time. Have a great day.